Welcome to the campus of Concordia, where we got some sub-district final basketball between the Fort Calhoun Pioneers and the Concordia Mustangs. It's cold outside, but we bring it inside. I'm Zach Hankey alongside my partner, Zach Cook. How's it going today?
It's going good. Excited for some rivalry tonight here between Fort Calhoun and the Mustangs.
So some notes before we get into this one. Concordia comes off a win against Boys Town, 69-40 in the first sub-district game. And in the second one, Fort Calhoun narrowly beat DC West 44-42 in a late comeback in the fourth quarter. What about some key players going into this one?
Yeah, some key players for the Mustangs tonight are going to be Carson Matson and Zach Koulis. That tandem duo at the guard position, both leading scorers for this Mustangs offense. And then for Fort Calhoun, we've got Grayson Bauman, who's averaging 17.8 points per game at the guard position for them. And obviously those Schwartz twins, I mean, they've been menaces all year out there on the court, and they'll continue to average their double figures.
Yeah, the Schwartz twins have been almost like Swiss Army knives for this team. They're shaped like forwards, but they can play like guards. They can shoot the three ball. They can drive in and get tough buckets under the lane. It's just, they've been great all year. And then Grayson Bauman, the sophomore, averaging 17 points per game. I don't think anyone saw that coming from him. He was kind of a late spark last year, and he's been great for him. Some matchup history between these ones. They've played 21 times. Fort Calhoun has won it 14 times out of the 21. Concordia looking to keep creeping up on them. It's been so back and forth over the past few years. Concordia got them twice last year, but Fort Calhoun beat them earlier this year, and it's been a rivalry lately. There's been some drama. There's been some late game fireworks. It's been crazy. And I guess, what are you looking for both these teams going into this one?
Yeah, both these teams, you're not going to see anyone backing down tonight, that's for sure. These teams have gotten into each other a little bit the last couple matchups, and obviously it was a close one earlier this year, and the Mustangs specifically are going to be looking for some revenge out there on the court.
Yeah, we saw it earlier this year. Fort Calhoun beat them 53-46 at Fort Calhoun. Concordia was ice cold from the field. Justin Otten led them in scoring, and as we're talking about Fort Calhoun, there are multiple scenarios for them to make the final game. Fort Calhoun lost. If Kearney Catholic loses to Maiden and Ashland Greenwood loses to Lincoln Christian, Wayne loses to West Point Beamer, and Auburn loses to Fairbury, and Fort Calhoun loses tonight, that's the only way they can't play another game after this one. So they're almost guaranteed to have another game even if they lose. And for Concordia, they're almost guaranteed to play another game if they lose. We'll talk about that when we come back. We'll take a pause for the national anthem and starting lineups.
Perfect for postseason basketball. And tonight, we have the Class C1-3 Sub-District Final. Our opponents, the number 2 seed Pioneers of Fort Calhoun. And the number 1 seed, your Concordia Mustangs. It's my pleasure to introduce our officials for tonight's game. Mr. Lonnie Graber, Mr. Troy Lanham, and Mr. Nate Dartman. If we would have everyone please rise if you haven't done so. And the Concordia Band, under the direction of Mr. Peter Clem, will play our national anthem. That's what we want to see. Are you ready for some hoops? Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visiting team in black, Fort Calhoun Pioneers. 5'10" junior guard, number 1, Austin Welcher. 5'11" senior guard, number 2, Owen Newbold. 6' sophomore guard, number 4, Grayson Bauman.
All right, we're good.
6'3", senior forward, number 21, Zane Schwartz. And the 6'5", senior forward, number 33, Carson Schwartz. Pioneers are coached by T.J. O'Connor, assisted by Eric Jones, Ben Borkman, and Mark Bauman. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Concordia Mustangs. At guard is 6'1", senior number 3, Brock Olson.
And we're here, almost ready for tip-off, and the starting lineups just came out. Why don't you go over Concordia's real quick?
Yeah, for Concordia at guard, we got Brock Olson, Zach Coors, and Carson Matson. Then in the forward/center position, we got Justin Otten and Zach Harrison. What about for Fort Calhoun?
And for Fort Calhoun, we have number 1 junior Austin Wilshire, number 2 a senior Owen Newbold, number 4 a sophomore Grayson Bauman, a senior number 21 Zane Schwartz, and a senior number 33 Carson Schwartz.
This will be an exciting one right here.
Will be an exciting one. All these teams, they've had drama, these two, over the past 4 years. Tipping for Concordia will be Justin Otten, and tipping for Fort Calhoun will be number 21, Zane Schwartz. And Fort Calhoun will win the tip. Grayson Bauman controls it for the Pioneers. Newbold gets it to Wilchert. Almost stolen by Koulis. Pull up from Bauman's an air ball. And they'll settle in.
Very good aggression by the Mustangs on defense so far here. You see them all over everybody on the court.
And a miss from Zane Schwartz. Olsen will set it in for the Mustangs. Open 3 for Matheson. Bang! He drains it, and Concordia starts off with a 3-pointer.
That is one way to get the crowd into it early.
There's Wilchert. Bauman almost completed the and 1, but he'll be going to the line to shoot 2.
And you can feel the energy in this gym tonight for this matchup, this rivalry that it has become over the last couple of years.
This is the most packed I've seen this gym in a while. So Bauman with his first free throw attempt. It's good. Sure, it won't be the last time we'll see him score tonight. He's their leading scorer, averaging 17.8 a game. And he drains the second.
Ooh, you see a little press here by Fort Calhoun early. Try and speed up those Mustangs, get some turnovers, it looks like.
Didn't see this earlier this year. Koulis looking to settle it. Masson finds himself open again, and that one's off the mark, but rebound by El-Harathi. Masson open another time, and he misses it. It's another rebound.
Aggressive.
Koulis shooting it this time. He misses it, and the Mustangs go 0 of 3. Not sure what that call was.
Yeah, Otten looking confused on that one. Didn't think he really touched it, but in this environment, you never know what the refs are going to call out there.
You never know. So Bauman will take it up the court. Gives it to Wilchert. And they'll settle in. Bauman drive. And that one was on the rim forever for Carson Schwartz.
That's just great vision down low by the guard.
Koulis pull-up floater. That one's off the mark long. Rebound for Carson Schwartz. He's averaging 9.1 rebounds a game. That one's tipped by Otten. And quick update for some sub-district final basketball. Auburn leads Fairbury at the half, 45-21. They're pouring it on them early.
Yeah, that'll play into winners and losers of this game, depending how everything goes. So that's something we'll watch tonight.
Olsen with a jab step driving in. Dishes it to Otten for an elbow jumper.
And I can't help but notice the difference between this matchup and the last matchup between these two teams. Last matchup, the Mustangs were shooting very low percentage from the floor. This time, starting off hot.
Scuffle for the rebound is corralled by Matheson. He'll take it up and set it up for the Mustangs. And a foul underneath.
That's one thing to keep in mind tonight. The Mustangs 10-0 at home so far this year. And with a crowd like this, they're going to be playing as hard as they can out on that court.
That student section is huge for them tonight. Hopefully they can carry him to this win. Backdoor pass to Olsen, and it's good. Great vision by Otten, or by Matheson. Bauman thought about a three and flips into Olsen.
Foul is charged to Mustangs number 3, Brock Olsen. His first personal and team's third for the
That'll be Brock Olsen's first personal foul.
It's going to be fun to watch this Fort Calhoun team adapt on offense here. Obviously against the Mustang defense that's going to be relentless tonight.
It's going to be physical both ways. Bauman driving quickly, and that one's off the mark. Coolest driving in the lane. Stopped, and we'll have to dish it out. And they'll reset.
Yep, they're going to run their offense they've run all year. It's been working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Matheson is feeling it. That's 2 threes early for Carson Matheson.
Matheson has come to play tonight.
Pull up from Schwartz. Good. And we'll make it 10-6 halfway through this exciting first quarter.
See some subs coming in for Concordia.
Ball stolen away by Zane Schwartz. We did say he can play like a guard and handle the ball. Here he is outside.
Otten all over both the Schwartzes there.
And a foul underneath. That will go against Zach O'Harahy. And as you said, Elliott Wilson and Quentin McCaffrey are going to be checking in for Brock Olsen and Zach O'Harahy.
Yeah, you've seen that substitution for the Mustangs a lot this year. That's that duo off the bench that can be just as deadly as those starters.
Schwartz has trouble handling the pass, but saves it.
Close one there.
Fort Calhoun looking for anything. Bauman will shoot it, and it's in and out. Rebound by McCafferty.
Let's see if Matheson can keep getting it done here on the offensive end. That's almost the only thing we've seen so far, but he's been doing a great job.
Three-pointer from Matheson. He's fouled. And he's not afraid to let it fly early in this one. That's his fifth.
That is his fifth right there. That's exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Ken Coolis. Matheson leading the team in three-pointers made so far this year. So if anyone's going to fire it consistently, it's going to be him.
Matheson's been almost automatic throughout his whole entire career from the line. And he makes the first one. An easy way for Concordia to get points is put Karsten Matheson on the line. Drains the second one. Will extend the lead. And he drains the third.
That's that home court advantage bounce right there.
Wilson on Bauman. Schwartz at the top of the key.
That's a matchup I'm looking at right now. Carson Schwartz on Quentin McCafferty. It's going to be interesting to see how he adapts against the huge sophomore for the Mustangs.
Bauman spinning, great dish. And it's good inside from Schwartz. And it will be a timeout by Fort Calhoun. So as we're early on in this one, we'll go to some keys to victory for both teams. Why don't you start out with Concordia?
Yeah, there's a couple things Concordia is going to need to do tonight to get the job done out there. They're going to have to just have aggressive defense. Those Schwartz twins and Bauman are kind of relentless on offense, and if they can shut those guys down, they're going to have a lot of success out there. And they got to get that inside game going. I think that's the main thing they're going to have to do. When they get that inside game going, it opens up the three-pointer for guys like Matson and Koulis, who you see early already getting going if you're Carson Matson. So they're going to have to do that. What about Fort Calhoun?
Fort Calhoun's got to limit Concordia's perimeter shots. As we see, Carson Matson's already drained two. So if you can stop that, they're going to have success, as they have been almost undefeated this year when holding teams below 50 points. So Fort Calhoun can find great success limiting the perimeter shots, and I'll add one for Concordia. You got to stop the Schwartz twins. They killed us earlier when they played this season. They both had double-doubles. Zane Schwartz had 12 points, 12 rebounds, and Carson Schwartz had 13 points and 11 rebounds.
Yeah, you're going to have to play just aggressive defense on those guys all night. They're not afraid to get chippy out there, and they'll take the ball right to you guys if you're out in the court.
So Koulis will take the ball up the court and set the Mustangs up. Wilson takes a confident three, and he drains it. Elliott Wilson off the bench with some confidence.
Wow.
Stroking the three ball.
Just some fire from three-point range for the Mustangs.
Schwartz, nothing, as the 6'9" sophomore McCafferty's guarding him.
Lots of great movement off ball for Fort Calhoun.
Underneath, Schwartz working. Reverse is no good. Koulis is pushing it for the Mustangs. And he traveled.
Had a great dribble drive there, almost breaking that guy's ankles.
Looked like he had someone on skates.
Yep. Just got a little slippery with the feet, it appears.
So Owen Newbold will check in for the Pioneers. Coming out of the game will be Glenn Hunter.
Students, we have a white Silverado pickup, license plate Nebraska FUL SMP. FUL SMP. You need to move your vehicle. You are in a reserved spot. Thank you.
Schwartz thought about a three. Just to Bauman driving in the lane. It's no good. He's been cold. Koulis is pushing it quick. That one's blocked.
Koulis is definitely taking it right to him tonight.
Concordia's been looking to push.
And that's something they can do when they're this hot from three. They can rely on that. They're not going to be afraid to push it up the court either.
Oh, what a move from Zach Koulis. What a pass from Otten.
Yeah. That's great. That's a great duo right there, Otten and Koulis. Had a lot of experience together over their many years at Concordia.
Bauman dished it out. Newbold could not control it. Takes a contested three, and that one's off the mark.
That's great D by Clinton McCaffrey there. Just a hand up in his face. That'll really get to a shooter.
And Concordia doing what they like to do. Run the time down. With no shot clock, you have all the right to do this. Wilchert going to be pressing up on Koulis. Try to speed him up.
Now the question is, who's going to get this ball to close out the half, or the quarter, I should say, for the Mustangs? Matheson's been hot from three, but Koulis has got that explosiveness.
Here we go. 6 seconds left. Great defense. Otten mishandles the pass. He does a floater, and the putback is no good. And looks like Concordia, the whole crowd wanted a foul. but did not get it. So at the end of one, Concordia leads the Pioneers 18-8. It's been exciting, it's been aggressive, and we'll go to some quick stats. Carson Schwartz leads the way for Fort Calhoun with 6 points. And what about Concordia? Who leads the way for them?
Yeah, Carson Masson leading the way for the Mustangs with 9 points already early, a couple threes for him, and he's going to continue to fire those all night.
And a notable stat, Zach O'Harahy, one of their key centers, has 2 fouls. You do not want him to pick up a third. It might be tough for Concordia without their star center, O'Harahy.
That's where Quentin McCaffrey comes in big off the bench. I mean, like I said earlier, him and Elliott Wilson, that duo that comes off the bench early in most games, they can be deadly out on the court. What an atmosphere, I gotta say.
This is quite the atmosphere. Fort Calhoun brought so many fans here down south to Concordia, and Concordia almost filled up their whole entire student section. It is very loud. I can't remember a time it's been this loud.
Yeah, these are two teams who have been pretty successful in the past, but obviously this year specifically, both teams looking pretty solid, trying to make that run to state.
Coolest, great jab step. Masson again. Oh, in and out. And another rebound from Wilson.
Man, Zachary Coolest there on that one. These guards just aren't letting up.
They have been draining threes left and right early in this one. Pull-up jumper no good by Schwartz, but rebounded by the other Schwartz twin. Bauman driving. He's been looking to get to the hoop all night.
Yeah, he's one guy who can be really explosive off the dribble with his jab steps, and that's where the Mustangs' help defense has to come in clutch.
So it will be a shooting foul. That's the first one on Wilson. Bauman's been a reliable free throw shooter this season. Only missed 1 free throw in the game earlier this year against Concordia. He went 6 of 7 from the line. And he misses the second. So Masson will set up the offense for the Mustangs. An open corner 3 for Coolest. He drains it.
Wow.
They're red hot from beyond the arc.
I mean, this is almost incredible to watch at this point. To see a team shoot this lights out from 3 is almost unheard of.
24-8 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Dish out to Hunter is no good from the 3. Oh, Masson thought about an NBA range 3.
Yeah, for Fort Calhoun, you got to respect it at this point.
McCaffrey backing down Schwartz, a 6'9 sophomore. In and out.
Taking that one right to him.
Good strong take from Coolest. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's a great use of the pivot right there. Trying to get that open shot and forcing Fort Calhoun to have to foul.
That's his first personal and the team's third for the half.
Ogallala leads in the first quarter 29-12 against Gordon Rushville. This is not good for the Mustangs if they can't win this one tonight. But as the looks of it early, 16-point lead, it's going their way.
Yeah, very interesting paths this year for both these teams to get to state. And you'll see a lot of good basketball still in these districts. But both these teams obviously thinking they've got a great team this year, and both think they can make a deep run into state, so they're both coming with everything they got tonight.
Coolest is good on the second one. Goes 1 or 2 from the line. Fort Calhoun looking for any sense of offense. Where can they find it from?
Yeah, I think at this point you're going to have to give it to the Schwartz twins. Obviously they've been pretty quiet so far tonight, but Quentin McCaffrey, like I said, doing a great job guarding Carson Schwartz, and then Justin Naughton on the other Schwartz twin doing a great job, and they continue to shut him down so far.
As the 34% free throw shooter, Bauman misses the 3 on the other end. Coolest misses it, and the rebound from Schwartz.
Almost felt so open there he couldn't make it.
Bauman's not afraid to let it fly again, and he misses.
The Mustangs not letting up here, still bringing it up the court with some pressure, taking it right to Fort Calhoun.
Otten for three. He made one against Boys Town, but he's off the mark that time. Bauman shoots it again and misses it.
Yeah, Bauman very cold so far tonight. That's not what you want to see if you're Fort Calhoun.
3 straight possessions, 3 straight misses for Grayson Bauman, their leading scorer. He's got to heat up, but Brock Olson's did a great job, the great defender for the Mustangs, on him.
Another great jab step by Coolis.
And one for Zach Coolis. What a play, and this gym is ignited with energy.
Have these guards come to play or what?
These guards are on fire, not only from beyond the arc, but getting inside.
Yeah, you can sense some fire from these Mustangs. Getting a little bit of a revenge from that last matchup with Fort Calhoun, and they won't let off the gas for the rest of this one, that's for sure. As
Fort Calhoun calls timeout, as Concordia jumps up to a 9-0 run to start this second quarter. 5:15 left in this one, 27-8. The Mustangs lead it. Fort Calhoun's got to change something up here. What do you think they got to do?
Yeah, I think it all comes down to the offense for them right now. Obviously, I mean, there's not much you can do on the defensive end. The Mustangs are shooting lights out from 3 and getting good penetration inside. So at the end of the day, you can't beat them on that end right now, and so you're going to have to get your offense going, and that comes through those twins and Grayson Bowman, who you see has been pretty cold so far.
Yeah, just to give you an idea how loud this gym is, I can barely hear my partner, Zach. It is very loud in here. Both teams are kind of chanting against each other right now, as it's a 19-point ball game here in the second quarter. I think Concordia's got to keep doing what they're doing, give it to the guards, have them shoot threes, have them drive in the lane. Concordia doesn't have to change anything, depending on what Fort Calhoun switches up within their game plan.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see in this one. I mean, I think the biggest factor tonight is honestly going to be this crowd. I mean, you saw earlier this season the Mustangs going to Fort Calhoun and losing in a close one, but not shooting very well, and you see him coming out tonight with this home court advantage, just coming out firing against him.
Coolis completes the 3-point play. Will extend the lead to 20. Newbold thought about a 3. And Schwartz is blocked by the sophomore, Quentin McCafferty.
McCafferty there.
On the other end, Coolis for 3. He drains it! This crowd is going nuts!
31-8 in the second quarter.
No one saw this coming. Underneath, silencing the crowd is Wyatt Appel.
It's a good take there.
The 6'5 junior with that bucket. Can Coolis do it again? He'll get it inside to McCafferty. The hook shot off the mark.
Pretty good defense by Carson Shores and McCafferty there.
3-pointer attempt by Newbold. That one's off the mark.
Mustangs getting their offense set here.
Coolis doing a little dance inside to McCafferty, and it's good.
Wow. Coolis is just great guard play all around so far tonight.
Coolis is doing absolutely everything.
He's had his defender on skates all night long.
Schwartz over to the other Schwartz twin. 3's off the mark. And Coolis everywhere with the rebound.
I think Fort Calhoun is a little bit shocked right now.
Masson, deep 3. Oh.
Interesting pull by Masson there, but you saw him just sink him early.
Yeah, I think Fort Calhoun is honestly kind of shocked Concordia jumped out to this lead. It was expected to be close, although we're still in the first half. Newbold over to Schwartz.
Great defense by Coolis there.
Nothing's going. Three-pointer is good. That's Austin Wilchert with the three.
Yep, that is going to be reassuring for those Fort Calhoun fans to see their team finally kind of get going here on the offensive end. Just what they need at this point in the game.
Otten looking for something at the top of the key.
And these students actually just going back and forth.
Oh,
Very
great
loud.
defense. And it's stolen from Schwartz, but Otten recorrals it, and a foul. Oh, no, not a foul. It'll be a timeout by the Mustangs. A little bit of confusion on the floor. But Concordia holding that 20-point lead as Coolis has 13 points for the Mustangs, and it's been a 13-point first half for the Pioneers. So it could be a 1v5 and Coolis would be beating them right now. Obviously not, but as the stats say, that's what it's been.
I mean, it feels like a three-point contest out here. I mean, the Mustangs just not missing anything from beyond the arc, and that just opens up their entire offensive play because obviously Quentin McCafferty and Justin Otten and Zach O'Harahy down low can be a nightmare for Fort Calhoun as well.
Yeah, Concordia obviously has just been draining threes left and right, but the play from Zach Coolis, as he's been able to get inside the paint and score baskets and get fouled and make his free throws. So 2:10 left in this second quarter, 33-13. You got to expect Fort Calhoun's got to be making some big game plan changes. You got to be able to try to go on a run before the half and make it competitive.
Yeah, obviously we said early on some keys to victory for this one for Fort Calhoun is going to be limit perimeter shots, and they haven't done a great job of that tonight, but obviously those Mustangs just raining down. We'll see if they cool off a little bit here at the end of this quarter and then leading into the next half.
So Coolis, with 2 minutes left, will set it up for the Mustangs. Kind of looks like, wow. Otten went for the dunk, but it's swatted by
stuffed right there.
Wyatt Appel. Schwartz loses control. Believe it was a double dribble. The refs will confrontate. Looked like it might have got tipped, but either way.
Yeah, we saw this against Boys Town. These refs getting together a couple times to determine the call. They want to get everything right out here in these districts game. And you see them calling a double dribble on that one, and the Fort Calhoun fans are not pleased.
Didn't know if it was a double dribble. What looked like it was tipped.
Yeah, it could have gone both ways probably there, but
it's the nature of the game.
Yep.
Coolis getting his man off of him. And the Fort Calhoun crowd trying to get behind their players to motivate them.
We'll see how Welchert does here on Coolis. Coolis was just great dribble drive penetration all night.
Otten just gets jumped on.
Yeah, you see two guys there for Fort Calhoun, Schwartz and I believe, not sure who that is, looks like number 50, Apple there. Both guys just jumping on Otten instantly on that one.
And that'll be a foul.
Another one on Apple there.
Justin Otten was trying to guide the defense out and went right back into them. He's been faking them, and that's why they've been fouling Otten. Lobs it over the top. Masson, real contested three, and it's off the back of the rim.
Good box out there by Fort Calhoun. Definitely can't allow any second chance points.
Hunter over to Bauman. Thought about a three. And it's stolen by Matson. And a calm, cool, and collected fast break layup will extend the lead to 22.
That's a great take by Matson there. Great heads-up defense. He's doing it on both ends of the court here early.
Schwartz looking for any sense of offense. Bauman, three.
Man, has he been ice cold so far tonight. That is the storyline here today.
He has been ice cold, their leading scorer. Only points from the free throw line. Coolis drives in. Otten with the layup.
I mean, Austin Welchert there is just getting burned. Every possession, it seems. Coolis just with great dribble drive penetration, like I said before, and that just creates an easy dish to Otten, who
They've just been playing faster than the Pioneers tonight, and that's honestly been the difference.
the Pioneers just shocked.
We'll get it to Bauman. 5 seconds left. Drive it in. It's stolen by Olsen driving, and the half-court shot is over the hoop. And what a first half we've seen from Concordia. They lead it 37-13. It's just been all dominance from inside and at the three-point line.
Yeah, obviously that tandem, Coolus and Matheson, leading the team right now with 26 total points out of their 37. So, I mean, those two, you're going to have to do something to stop those guys if you want a chance at coming back in this one.
Carson Swartz, the leading scorer for the Pioneers, with 6 points and 3 rebounds. That's all there is really much for the Pioneers. What about the Mustangs?
Yeah, the Mustangs, like I said before, just Zach Coolus, Carson Matheson leading this squad, and then Justin Otten getting some easy baskets there toward the end of that half. And, I mean, those starters have come to play tonight, that's for sure. They've got nothing to lose out there, and they're going to take it right to them in the second half.
Yeah, Brock Olson's been doing a great job playing defense on Grayson Bauman. The reason why he just has 2 points tonight and has made nothing from the field. We'll be back in about 8 minutes for the start of the second half of this sub-district final.
And your attention, please. We have our first half statistics. First for Fort Calhoun, we have a total of 16 fouls in the first half. Owen Newbold with 1, Grayson Brown with 1, Carson Schwartz with 1, Glenn Hunter 1, Wyatt Apple with 2. And leading minor scorers, Carson Schwartz with 6. And for the Mustangs, there are 5 team fouls. 1 for Brock Olson, 1 for Elliot Wilson, 1 for Justin Otten, 2 for Zach O'Hara. And leading Mustang scorers and all scorers, Zach Coolus with 15. And ladies and gentlemen, students, don't forget to stay tuned. Plenty of basketball left after tonight. And district pairings, and there'll be 8 of them. They'll be announced with the conclusion of the sub-district games. So stay tuned on that. And also, if you need to get the concession stand, it will remain open until the start of the 4th quarter.
And we are back for some second half basketball action in this sub-district final between Fort Calhoun and the Concordia Mustangs. Sorry about a little bit of sound issue with our mics. We got it fixed, and we're good to go here for the second half. Just some notes going over back to the keys to victory. Concordia, you got to stop the Schwartz twins, and they've done that very well. One of the Schwartz has 6 points, but the other, no points for him. They've done that very well, and they hold a 24-point lead. And Fort Calhoun has done a poor job on limiting perimeter shots, and that's why Concordia seems to be up by 24. Any ones you want to touch on for you?
Yeah, basically the same thing. Obviously, another storyline for tonight is Grayson Bauman, normally averaging 17.8 points per game. He is, I think, 2 points, I think, for the free throw line only tonight, so he just has been ice cold out there. This home crowd seems to be maybe getting to him a little bit tonight.
Yeah, it's also been a home crowd for both teams, a little bit more on Concordia's side. They're a little bit more used to this gym. As we go back to the scenarios, Fort Calhoun's got to be looking at these. They're almost guaranteed to get in a play-in game. If 3 of these results happen and Fort Calhoun loses, they would not be in the play-in game. Aston Greenwood needs to lose to Lincoln Christian. Wayne needs to lose to West Point Beamer. Auburn needs to lose to Fairbury. And Kearney Catholic needs to lose to Maiden if Fort Calhoun wants to get knocked out, but I'm sure they're not hoping for that for Concordia. It's honestly looking great right now. They probably don't need to pay attention to any of these, as Ogallala is up big on Gordon Rushville. Auburn to lose to Fairbury. Wayne needs to lose to West Point Beamer. Ashland needs to lose to Lincoln Christian. Kearney Catholic needs to lose to Maiden, but Concordia probably doesn't need to worry about that right now as they hold a 24-point lead.
With this 24-point lead, they can completely disregard that as long as they maintain that in this second half. And it'll be interesting to see how Coolus and Matheson specifically come out this half and show that they can really score once again.
Yeah, Concordia has just had their way with this Fort Calhoun defense. Coolus seems to be burning his man every single possession. You touched on that in the first half. If Coolus can keep doing that, I mean, Fort Calhoun's not going to be able to contest.
Yeah, that's one thing specifically I was thinking coming out of that first half. It was interesting to watch Welcher be face guarding Coolus at half court, even though he kept kind of blowing by him. So we'll see if they kind of drop back. It's hard to do against these Mustangs since they shoot the ball so well from deep, but we'll see if they kind of drop back and respect that dribble a little more in this half.
So Bauman will get it started for the Pioneers. And, a foul on Olsen. Don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, it's a weird one there. It looked like all ball to me from up in the booth, but you never know.
Maybe got a little bit over the back. So Olsen will pick up a second foul. Schwartz with the ball on the top of the key.
Brock Olson doing a great job there, face guarding Grayson Bauman once again. Scoreless from the field so far in this game.
And a costly turnover there for the Pioneers. Brock Olson will take it up. Otten couldn't control the pass in between his legs.
Yeah, rare turnover there from the Mustangs. Starting off a little cold for both teams in this one, but
Wilchert over to Bauman. Schwartz thought about a jumper. He'll take it. And a friendly bounce falls to Schwartz.
A great bounce there.
Zane Schwartz's first bucket of the night. Coolest left open for three. He drained it. And they're not missing tonight.
Yeah, there it is. I guess he's going to bring it into this half too. He's coming out here with some fire against a team that they've had a bit of a rivalry against.
18 points for Coolest on the night. Schwartz in the paint. Kicks it out to Wilchert for three. He misses it. Oh. Scruffle for the rebound, but it will fall in the hands of guess who?
None other than Zach Coolest once again. Great dribble penetration.
Oh. And slip by Zach Laherty kind of ruined the pass from Coolest. Good pump fake underneath by Newbold.
Yeah, that's a great fake there by Newbold. They seem to be starting out a little more under control this half. Fort Calhoun, that is. A little more ready to play on the offensive end.
Coolest driving into the lane. Floater. No good.
It's back-to-back possessions, or 2 possessions, I should say, that he's done that. Interesting shot selection, but we'll see if they take another couple threes here pretty soon.
Wilchert thought about a three. Schwartz inside to his brother. Right hand hook shot, no good. And a block by Laherty. And a frustration foul.
Yeah, that is a frustration
from
foul.
Carson Schwartz after getting blocked underneath.
And you see that oftentimes with these Schwartz wins specifically. They oftentimes get into foul trouble in these big-time games, get a little frustrated, but that's one thing their coach is going to watch here. As you see Carson Schwartz subbing out of the game, cool off a little bit, come back in, ready to play.
Yeah, I remember Zane Schwartz was in a little bit of foul trouble in that first game between these two, but ultimately the Pioneers prevailed. Coolest driving into the lane, kicks it out to Matheson. Yeah, that's good. Good, calm, cool, collected shot.
Yep, that's just a great fake there. He knows the Pioneers have to respect his three-point game, so with that fake, he gets open on the inside for that nice little jumper.
Ooh, that one was supposed to go to Newbold, but didn't see it. And a double dribble from Bauman. He's had a trouble time settling into this game, still hasn't.
Brings it to 42-17 here with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this quarter.
Matheson for three. Great ball movement from the Mustangs, and it's no good.
Fort Calhoun pushing this one up the court. They know they got to play fast if they want to get back in here.
And another block from Laherty.
Man, just being a defensive presence tonight. And once again, we'll see Elliott Wilson and Quentin McCafferty checking in for the Mustangs as Brock Olson drains that nice little floater.
So Bauman take it up for the Pioneers. will pull the three, and it's no good. He hasn't made a shot from the field yet.
Mustangs seeming to set up their offense a little bit here.
Coolest in the corner. Just it into the other Zach. He'll lean into him for the hook shot, and it's going to be on the floor. Looked like it was going up in the air.
The Mustangs oftentimes like to run these nice little setup plays for threes here on their inbounds plays, so we'll see if they do that here.
Wyatt Appel with his third foul of the game. Masson inbounding. Get it to Brock Olson.
Looks like number 10 there, Eastman, all over Elliott Wilson.
McCafferty misses it, but a putback layup for McCafferty.
Yeah, when you're 6'9", it's going to be tough to be boxed out, so he's going to be aggressive on the boards in the remainder of this one.
Hunter off the bench. Gets it over to Schwartz. Newbold thought about a three. And a jumper for Schwartz is good.
Very dynamic player, the Schwartz twins, specifically Carson on that play. Able to score off the dribble and the pass.
And Wilson looking for someone to go to. McCafferty screens.
Looks like they've been trying to get it in there to Quentin McCafferty. There he is.
They do just that. Great lob pass from Alherthy to get it inside. We'll make it a 48-19 ball game with 2 minutes left in this first half.
They definitely feel a mismatch there. McCafferty on Apple. Just a size advantage for McCafferty that he can take advantage of. And is that the third block for Zach Alherthy?
Believe it is, and another block.
I mean, they can't even get the ball up at this point. I mean, that's 4 blocks already, I think, this quarter.
And I believe Olsen did walk, yes. Took an extra step.
Return for the Pioneers, number 4, Grayson Malvin, number 21, St. Flores.
So Concordia still having their way in this first half.
Fort Calhoun seeming to be a little bit, oh, there is a good play right there. Nice little inside pass to Schwartz. I was about to say, seeming a little confused on offense, but obviously they got it set there, doing a great job getting it onto the inside. That's exactly what they got to do.
Carson Schwartz approaching his season average 13 points a game as he puts in his 10th point tonight. And Olsen driving hard to the lane and gets fouled.
Yeah, that's the kind of player Olsen is, just a tough player who's really going to take it to the other team night in and night out. Obviously getting the foul there, see if he can convert on these ones.
That'll be Carson Schwartz's first foul. My bad, Zane. Sometimes tough to tell them apart.
Right.
And Concordia drains the first free throw as Justin Otten checks in. We send out a special thank you for the Otten family watching all the way across the country. We appreciate you tuning in to Concordia Live, bringing you Mustang basketball.
See what we got going on here. Looks like we might be retaking this free throw.
It'll be a lane violation on the Pioneers. So Concordia holds a 49-21 lead in the third quarter, minute 12 left. We'll push it up to 50 with that free throw. As Zach Koulis checks in for Brock Olsen.
I mean, if you're Fort Calhoun right now and you see Zach Koulis come back in the game, you almost have to be struck with a little bit of fear. He's just been all over the court tonight.
He's been everywhere. As Elliott Wilson checks in as well for the Mustangs. as Bauman burns him on that backdoor cut. Be his first field goal of the game. Is that a little bit of a press for the Pioneers, I believe?
Interesting play, as Koulis has burned most of his defenders tonight, but obviously you see a new defender, Newbold, on him. Earlier you saw more of Welchert.
Oh. Shifty move from Matheson.
Just couldn't
with
quite
the punt
convert.
fake.
It's a great fake, though.
Bauman draws the foul on Wilson. Wilson's had some trouble early on guarding Bauman.
Foul charged to the Mustangs number 10, Elliot Wilson.
That's one storyline tonight. I mean, Fort Calhoun tonight, 23 points now with 20 seconds left in this third, so we'll see if they get a couple more here, but 23 points is almost a season low for them. They are not too consistent winning games when they're scoring this low, but see if they can turn it on the fourth. As you see, scramble for the ball.
And the rebound will fall to McCafferty. Matheson dribbling out. Wilson at the buzzer for three, and it's no good. And just a chuck at the end of that quarter from Schwartz.
Looks like we might have a fan of the student section getting a nice little wake-up call there. But
yeah.
Hopefully she's all right.
So it's 50-23 here at the end of the fourth quarter. Concordia doubling Fort Calhoun's score, and it's been all Mustangs. What about the path for each team to stay? Obviously Concordia to win this one, just one more game away in that sub-state final.
Yep, you saw them go last year 23-5 and make a run in state, going pretty deep into the semifinals. And if they win this game, they'll have one more game until they get to state, obviously the district final. And that's what they're going to be looking to do after this one, obviously, if they retain this lead for the rest of this quarter. And as for Fort Calhoun, they're going to have a tough road ahead of them, but obviously they'll have to have another game to play and still have a chance at coming back to state. But tonight's got to be a bit of a wake-up call for them, that they've got to kind of improve on a couple things, because when a team is playing lights out like this against them, they've seemed a little bit shocked and a little bit unprepared. But
obviously Fort Calhoun, if they lose this game, not officially done yet, depending on how the other scenarios pull out, but Fort Calhoun, even with the loss tonight, can still be playing in a play-in game.
Yep.
And working on Schwartz, we'll kick it out to Wilson. Koulis driving a little bit long on the floater. Fort Calhoun looking to push. And a point there from Fort Calhoun on the two-pointer.
And the Mustangs now seeming to slow it down a little bit. Obviously, when they have a 25-point lead, doubling the other team's score, they're going to take their time, set up their offense, and get open shots.
As we go up to some scoring updates, Kearney Catholic is up 24 on Minden, and then Wayne is up 4 against West Point Beamer in the third quarter.
Yep, obviously lots of games going on tonight in these districts that apply to these two teams, specifically Fort Calhoun at this point.
Many different scenarios for all these teams.
Nothing better than some district basketball, huh?
Schwartz will push it for the Pioneers, and it's tipped away from Martin. And one on the other end for the other Schwartz twin.
Yeah, it's great body control there by, I think that's Zane Schwartz on that one. Just converting on that basket. And man, is this a different game than the first one or what? I mean, you saw the first game, the Mustangs down most of the matchup and coming out just a little bit short. Not shooting very well that game, but then this one just firing on all cylinders, taking a big lead.
So some good news coming in. Auburn beat Fairbury, which is good for the Pioneers to this point. Obviously, with a loss, they're still in it.
McCafferty just getting hammered down low there by Schwartz. Continues to draw those fouls.
Fouls charged to Pioneers number 2, Owen Newbold, his second personal and team's fifth. Returning for the Mustang number 32.
Sockla Harris will return to the game, checking in for Quentin McCafferty. And a quick inbounds pass is no good. Almost by Coolis. Transition 3 for Bauman is good. Swish.
Good to see him finally get going if you're a Fort Calhoun fan.
And Concordia will take a timeout as Fort Calhoun is on a 7-0 run to start this fourth quarter. We might not be done yet, but it's a tall task. So Concordia, obviously, this is probably just a timeout to settle herself down. You know, learn how to break the press.
Got a comfortable lead right now, so it's one of those things where take a timeout, you have a couple available, regather yourselves. You see the fans getting into this one.
And these both crowds on their feet, cheering against each other here. We've got some people from the student section holding up some signs.
Looks like they're trying to get something going up there.
Get the fans back into this game with just 6 minutes left in the sub-district final.
So you see the court quickly clear here from all the cheerleaders.
And we'll resume our last 6 minutes of basketball.
Mustangs running their press break here. Definitely something they reviewed in that quick timeout.
Masson gets it inside to Al-Harathy. He's backing down Schwartz.
Great defense by Schwartz there. Hands straight up.
Concordia going to be patient to look for a good shot. There it is, an open 3 for Coolis, and he drains it. That's how you want to come out of a timeout.
Yeah, the leading scorer for the Mustangs coming into this one, and he has 21 up to this point.
He's been everywhere, and the pass from Bauman is hit off the rim, corralled in by Matheson.
Yeah, everything seems to be going wrong for the Pioneers.
Olsen driving. Loses it off his knee. And Concordia will take their time.
Oh, Coolis still. Oh, gets stuffed on that one by Carson Shores, but still getting great penetration inside the lane.
Zane Schwartz gets the ball stolen from Coolis, but they'll call him on a reach.
Looks like that's number 50, Apple, coming back in the game for Fort Calhoun. Looks like Carson Shores coming out for him.
Three-pointer for Bauman. That's good. That's how you want to respond if you're the Pioneers.
Yeah, that's 2 threes for him now, finally getting going on the offensive end. But is it too late is the question.
You need to go now if you're the Pioneers. Not much time remains. Almost half of this quarter gone.
Yeah, you see him a little frantic on defense there. Zane Schwartz all over Otten on that one, just trying to force any turnovers he can.
That'll be his second personal foul of the game.
Once again resetting their offense as the Mustangs. Looks like they're just kind of going to drain the clock as much as they can in this one.
No shot clock, why not? Spin move underneath by Al-Harathy's no good. And Schwartz will push it. He's going to hit a 3, and it's off the mark. And they'll slowly take it up the court wisely. Coolis driving in the lane, kicks it out to Otten, and he hits the jumper.
I mean, if you see Justin Otten hitting the jumper for this team as well, they are dangerous out there. They got so many shooters, and along with those big men, if they can get going like that, this team is not to be reckoned with.
Schwartz, he'll take another three. That one's short. Masson will take it up. Oh, Harithy driving. Gets stopped, and Concordia will reset. Concordia looking for that dagger.
Oh, great inside work there by Al Harithy. Just getting right around Apple there, getting to the rim.
Shielded his guy off on the baseline, and just an easy layup with his defender behind him.
Oh.
And Olsen, the defensive presence, blocks Bauman.
Oh,
Masson.
Another fake. Oh, can't convert on that one.
But Olsen comes out of that pile with the rebound.
Yeah, once again, just coming in clutch there for the Mustangs. Obviously have a comfortable lead, but getting those nice little offensive boards never hurts.
And the rebound there by Owen Newbold. And trips, and it will be a travel.
Yeah, you see Fort Calhoun here putting in a few guys we haven't seen yet tonight. Feeling the winding down time of this game at 57-33. You see both teams with lots of subs.
Fort Calhoun will sub in Declan Ott and Zach Nelson. And for Concordia will be the senior Ace Ekman, freshman Jackson Shepard, senior Colton Schrader, and junior Elliott Wilson, as well as the sophomore Quentin McCafferty. And I guess with just 2 minutes left in this one, it's time to talk about these teams' future. Obviously Concordia with the eye on the prize, looking to get to state again.
Yeah, obviously that's the task at hand right now for them, but more in the long term after this season, you're going to be losing 5 seniors, so it'll be interesting to watch this matchup in future years because we've seen a great couple games here the last couple years between these two teams. A lot of the same guys playing this varsity level basketball, but next year will be an interesting one for both them because losing a lot of seniors if you're both these teams, so kind of resetting the series in some ways and getting off to a fresh start. So obviously this year the Mustangs looking to get to state. Fort Calhoun not out of it yet, still probably going to have a play-in game after this one, but
it all comes down to those scenarios, but Auburn beat Fairbury, which is great for both teams. As Trader will take the ball up the court. Schrader over to Wilson.
This is the time when you really see who your future players are going to be for both teams with these big-time games, even in the latter portion of the game. See some future guys for the Mustangs out there, and Fort Calhoun, that is.
So Elliott Wilson will go to the line for the Mustangs.
As you see Jack Thrasher coming in for the Mustangs, another freshman for the sophomore Quentin McCafferty.
Jack and Jackson, the 2 freshmen on the varsity team. Exciting young stars for the Mustangs in the future as Wilson drains his first free throw. And it's been the Matheson and Kula show tonight. Combined 34 points, 21 for Kulas, 13 for Matheson. I mean, they've done it all.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Mustangs shoot this well in a while, and it's exactly the right time of the year when you want to see them shooting that well, going into that deep postseason play, hoping to get back to Pinnacle Bank Arena.
As junior Chase Bogues checks into the game. And a confident 3 there from Hunters off the mark. And the rebound goes out of bounds. And checking into the game is senior Matthew Jitt. Checking out of the game is freshman Jackson Shepard.
Mustangs definitely going to try and get him another shot in this game. You saw in the Boys Town game, getting the ball to him at the end. The crowd goes wild at that time.
And it'll be an offensive foul on the Pioneers. Going against Wyatt Appel.
Brings it to a minute 30 left in this one, 59-33.
Bogues over to Thrasher. Ekman thought about a three.
Bogues with great drive there.
Bogues driving in. Looked like he might have got fouled. Who's going to come out with the rebound in this pile? Looks like it'll be a jump ball. And it will be. Possession to the Pioneers. So good news here for Fort Calhoun with the scenarios. Even with the loss tonight, you will still be playing in a sub-state game as Kearney Catholic holds off their opponent. Good news there for the Pioneers. You still have basketball left this season.
Yep. Always a good day if you've got more games ahead.
You always love to see both teams in a way coming out with a win. Obviously Concordia a little bit more exciting, but there's more basketball for the Pioneers this year. Jip with the step back three. Oh, it's off the mark. Looks good.
Really did look good in the air there. Just a little long.
Thought that was going to be the three-pointer.
I can only imagine how loud this gym's going to get if he hits one here. Obviously 30 seconds left. We'll probably see Fort Calhoun dribble this one out. Maybe not, though.
Fort Calhoun running their offense. Inside, Ace Ekman fouls. Number 24, AJ Pace. Just 14 seconds remaining in this one. It's 59-33. In Concordia, all they want to do right now is celebrate this victory.
Can imagine we'll see the I believe chant after this one.
Every school seems to love to do that after a victory.
Fumble for the ball there.
Be another jump ball. Possession this time will go to the Mustangs.
Looks like Fort Calhoun running, oh no, not a press, just a man-to-man matchup.
Bogues will push the pace. Chip with a three. That one's off the mark. And just 3 seconds in this one. And that will do it here.
Yep.
From the campus of Concordia. Concordia has their way with Fort Calhoun in this one, 59-34. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what you would have expected coming into this game after the last matchup, but to wrap up some stats for the Mustangs, Zachary Coolis and Carson Matson leading with 21 points and 13 points. And for the Pioneers, you had Carson Schwartz with 10 and Bauman with 10 leading the way. Obviously very low scoring for the Pioneers, but both teams live to fight another day. Specifically the Mustangs going to be going to that district final game to try and get back to state. And the Pioneers going to see who they're playing next. Continue on.
Yes, we'll be back here for Tuesday night for sub-state. The winner of that one will go to state ultimately, and it's postseason basketball. Anything can happen.
Exactly.
I'm Zach